With the permission of my friend, I will share 2 dreams of her. This will be a good start to explain the war in between instinct drive and superego. While listening to the dream, please try to define the person's instinct drive or desires and her superego or mask. The dream. Céline is a member of Casa de Papel and they raid a bank. But when she removes her mask, people love her without the mask. Meanwhile, Céline is abroad but wants to return home, Istanbul. But she has no money to return. She tries routes such as subways and ships and finally finds a seat on a plane. The plane she finds is going to Afghanistan. She reaches Afghanistan and a handsome young man meets him there. But Afghanistan is very messy and Céline asks the question of, how can you live here? The dream ends. Freud uses free association technique in dream analysis. He writes the dream and asks what each sentence evokes to the dreamer. He also asks the dreamer what he experienced 1 or 2 days ago, because Freud says the material of the dream may even come from infancy, but the trigger of the dream is the events that happened within 1 or 2 days. Let's follow Freud, who says that a dream is the fulfillment of a request. And let's see what happened 1 or 2 days ago and what request is being fulfilled in the dream. When Céline is asked what happened a few days ago, we get the following answer that matches the dream exactly. Céline unwillingly left her boyfriend, John, a year ago. Even though John loves Céline very much, he could not overcome a word spoken by Céline. For this reason, he had to abandon her. A year later, she started a new relationship with a person named Berg. She has been in his house for the first time a few days ago, just before the dream. Berg's house was messy and dirty. Céline was disturbed by the situation. She tidied up the house. But she also asked him, "How can you live like this?" She started thinking of John when she is alone and remembered how happy she was with him. She consoled herself by repeating the words that John was a little child compared to Berg. Thinking that Berg has a strong stance in society, her relationship with Berg motivates her. She has this dream in the evening of the day she thinks all about this. Let's start if you are ready to analyze the dream. Céline in the dream is a member of Casa de Papel. In her dream, they raid a bank. Céline is wearing a mask. Jung's mask concept points to our place in society, how we want people to see us, our status. Céline used the concept of mask in her dream. Also, I have to say that I have mentioned the mask in our conversation a few days ago that took place in between us. That conversation could have been the stimuli. Let's go on. During this raid, Céline drops her mask, and people love her without her mask. When it is asked what she thinks of this section of the dream, she answers, being without a mask reminds her of John. She is loved when she takes off her mask. John loves her without her mask. She was very happy with John. So, let's go on to the other part of the dream. Meanwhile, Céline is abroad but wants to return home. She has no money to return. She tries routes such as subways and ships, finally finds a seat on a plane. This section tells us that she wants to return to the relationship with John, which is a homeland for her. John is the person she wants to return to, yet it is not possible. She eventually finds a plane. Plane is her relationship with Berk. So let's go on with the dream. But the plane she found is going to Afghanistan. She reaches Afghanistan and the handsome young man meets her there. When we see a house or a country in the dream, let's know that it is the essence of a person. Now, with the information we have, we can say the following. Finally, Selin and Berk meet in the dream, but they are in Afghanistan. It is a country where women are suppressed. Is Selin herself when she is with Berk? Does she suppress herself? Let's go on with the dream. Afghanistan is very messy, and Selin asks the question, how can you live here? So that is how the dream ends. Indeed, when she saw the house of Berk in real life, she found it dirty and uncomfortable. So now let's look at the icons closer. John is the emotions belonging to the instinct drive because she is very happy with him. Yet is she happy with Berk? Berk is the mask that represents her superego because she thinks that Berk has a strong stance in society. Still she asks, am I happy with him? She can't help asking this question. Afghanistan, Berk's house, because it is dirty and messy. It is also a place where women are not valued and are oppressed. Selin states that in our speech, John loves and respects her more than Berk. She is loved when she takes off her mask. At the beginning of the dream, the request is fulfilled. She took off her mask and was loved. Her mask is Berk. The dream is a beautiful example of a dream that summarizes the battle of instinct drive and superego. Since the voice of the dream was not heard, the desire in the dream manifested itself again.